Hi, I'm Peter Granger, one of the founders of the Awakening Heart Collective, and in preparation for our first ever online event, BIGHEART 2023, taking place on the 5th of November, I interviewed one of our speakers, energy therapist and spiritual coach Liz Butler. Liz will be joining us along with other expert speakers and workshop leaders to discuss the transformative power of heart connection. This event, although online, will be interactive and will include direct experiences of heart connection as well as live demonstrations of cutting-edge research discoveries. To find out more, please check out the website, and if you enjoy this edited version of my conversation with Liz, then please share it with any of your friends who might be interested.
Where did it all start? Okay, that's a big question. I guess it all started really with my interest in spirituality, which has been with me for as long as I can remember, to be really honest. I would say that I had what you could call a revelatory experience, if you want to call it that. I don't know if that sounds a bit too dramatic, but when I was a child of about 3 or 4, I remember being in the back of the car. My parents were in the front of the car, and I was standing up between the 2 front seats, which you certainly wouldn't allow a child to do these days. But anyway, we were driving down the motorway, and I was looking out at all the other cars, and I was looking around, and I was looking behind me, and I just suddenly got this sense of connection with all the other people in the other cars, and this feeling that we were all moving in the same direction towards the same goal, and that there was something really beautiful in us all on the same path, but in different ways, but that we were all in this together. And as I say, I was very young, maybe 3 or 4, but the main thing I remember from that is a sense of deep connection with others and how beautiful that was. I believe the heart is where we connect to our true essence, which is our spirit. It's not just me that thinks this. Again, going back to ancient times, this was the original understanding of the heart. The ancient Egyptians, for example, knew a lot about the heart, and they saw the heart as the bridge between this physical realm and the spiritual realm. What I'm talking about here is that we can connect to our spiritual heart, and we can connect to our spirit and our essence in that way. And when we do that, it does have a very powerful healing effect, because when we connect to the truth of who we are, we realize that the truth of who we are is really love. We are, at our core, loving beings. It's just circumstances can sometimes take us away from that, and our pain can take us away from that very often. So, so many of us have gone through traumas and painful experiences. In fact, I say so many. We all have, to some degree or another, gone through difficult, challenging experiences, whether in childhood or older. And those traumas often cause us to shut down aspects of ourselves, particularly our heart. I lost my own mother to cancer, getting on for 20 years ago now. So I was quite young at the time to lose my mum. I sort of coped with it fairly well initially, or I thought I did. She'd been ill for 1.5 years, and so I'd slowly come to accept that she probably wasn't going to survive. When she actually died, it felt that there was grief, but there was also some relief that she wasn't suffering anymore. And I thought I'd dealt with it quite well, but actually it was a few months later that I started to really feel the effects. And maybe what I'd done initially around the time of her dying and just after is perhaps I had shut down my heart because I couldn't deal with those emotions. And when we become disconnected from our heart and disconnected from the truth of who we are, which is love, then sometimes we start to behave in ways which isn't that great in terms of how we treat other people, how we treat the planet, how we treat the creatures that we live, the animals, etc. The times we are living in are calling for conversations about the heart in whatever form, because this most important aspect of our being, the most central core aspect of who we are, has been pushed aside for so long. And we've got to a point where we desperately need the qualities of the heart: love, compassion, caring. I feel that if we are going to start treating the planet and nature and creatures and other human beings with love and respect, we need to get back in touch with our heart and the love that is there.